It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles and the Saints, and it's all up next.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got a band.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season while also throwing 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. But as impressive as those numbers are, the numbers he's seeking, big numbers in the playoffs. And we expect him and his team to be back in the playoff mix when January rolls around.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 7 catches, 77 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Carr. Olave over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Carr again. Out route to Hill, complete. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On play action. Now Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Chase Young. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Carr to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field.
And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play,
Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He'll get that complete to Albert O. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the gun, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Williams will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 24-10.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5. Carr. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Now Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On play action, now Carr. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing is Hurts. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and a couple. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jahan Dotson.
41 yards.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This is caught. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the gun, it's Carr.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr.
The pass caught by Olave.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Carr going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Carr to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Barkley, inside handoff. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To throw, it's Carr.
Going right back to Wilson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Throwing is Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Carr.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
A give. This is Kamara. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
Now Carr.
He completes it to Olave.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
That is caught. Touchdown!
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. On play action, it's Carr.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right? That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
And here's Rodgers on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll set up a throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Here's Carr.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Rodgers to return it. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Here's 1st and 10.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete. Goddard.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts.
Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown. 53 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get